Before we begin, make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the incredible stories behind them. Today, I want to take you on a journey, one that starts in the palm of your hand with a simple South African 1 Rand coin from 2015. At first glance, it looks like ordinary pocket change, the kind of thing you might toss in a drawer or leave forgotten in a cup holder. But this little piece of metal carries a story far richer than its surface suggests, a story shaped by history, craftsmanship, and the surprising twists of the collector's world. And as you watch to the end, you'll discover just how unbelievably valuable one specific 2015 1 Rand coin became, a number that still shocks collectors to this day. The 1 Rand coin is often overlooked, yet it represents a nation with one of the most remarkable histories in the world. Minted in 2015, it emerged from a period in South Africa where designs and production methods were evolving to reflect modern identity, cultural pride, and financial stability. What many people don't realize is that coins minted during transitional years often gain special attention. Subtle differences, tiny markings, slight shape variations, or production errors can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Think about the coins you've handled through your life. Most of them looked identical, felt identical, and probably meant very little beyond the value stamped on them. But every so often, one coin breaks that pattern. One coin is minted with a small flaw, a die crack, a misalignment, or a composition shift. A single change that slips past the minting process unnoticed. And that single change is what sets collectors into motion, hunting for that one in a million piece. The 2015 South African 1 Rand coin is a perfect example of how something seemingly simple can grow into something extraordinary when the right conditions come together. In the world of numismatics, collectors aren't just looking for old coins. They are looking for rare ones. They are looking for stories. They are looking for pieces of history that survived against the odds. And this particular minting year has gained attention because a small number of coins were struck with variations that collectors find especially desirable. Now imagine this: a man in his 60s, perhaps like many of you watching right now, sitting at his kitchen table. He is sorting through a pile of old change. Maybe he's cleaning out a drawer, maybe he's looking for coins to add to his collection, or maybe he's just reminiscing about the years gone by. And in that pile, completely unaware, sits a 2015 1 Rand coin that does not match the others. A coin that carries a tiny difference, so rare that only trained eyes would notice it. He doesn't know it yet. But that coin could change everything. Collectors, especially experienced ones, know that true rarity often hides in plain sight. Coins from 2015 aren't particularly old. They aren't ancient artifacts or relics from long-gone empires. They're modern. And because they're modern, people assume they're worthless beyond face value. But the modern era has its own rarity: limited releases, experimental minting methods, and mint errors so subtle that most would never think twice about them. The beauty of coin collecting, especially for older enthusiasts and lifelong hobbyists, is that it blends nostalgia with discovery. It offers the thrill of the hunt, the satisfaction of uncovering the unknown, and the deep pleasure of holding history in your hands. Many men between the ages of 55 and 65 know the value of patience, of details, of craftsmanship. They grew up in a world where objects were built to last, where small details mattered, and where saving something meant preserving a story. The 2015 1 Rand coin is more than a piece of currency. It is a reminder that even in the modern age, rarity still exists. It reminds us that the world is full of hidden treasures, waiting for the right person to recognize them. And in a time when everything seems increasingly digital, intangible, and disposable, holding a rare coin gives you something real, something solid, something connected to both past and future. Collectors often say that coins choose their owners, not the other way around. It might sit in your collection for years before you realize what you have. It might sit in a drawer untouched, waiting for the moment someone takes a closer look. And that brings us to the story that shook the numismatic world. A particular 2015 South African 1 Rand coin surfaced at a private auction. At first, the bidding was calm. A few collectors recognized its rarity. But as experts began to analyze it, the excitement spread quickly. Word traveled fast. Phones rang. Online bidders joined. The quiet auction room became electric. This wasn't just any coin. This was a once-in-a-lifetime coin, the kind that collectors dream of but rarely encounter. The bidding climbed and climbed and climbed beyond anything expected. Some shook their heads in disbelief. Some leaned in closer, unable to look away. And finally, when the last bid echoed through the room, the coin had reached a jaw-dropping value, a number that left even seasoned collectors stunned. That 2015 South African 1 Rand coin sold for an astonishing $19 million.